All right, David, you're up.
Well, I guess I got the most like normal.
And yours is a good segue to the deep dish.
Normal article.
You're so normal.
Yeah, so boring.
Remember when we played Never Have I Ever and David won because he doesn't do anything?
No, it's
true.
because it was cutthroat.
Yeah, it was.
Came for me.
You called us all fatties.
That was mean. Anyways, so this article says that BBC tries to understand politics by creating fake Americans. So this is a very interesting article. So this reporter named Mariana Spring, who's a reporter for BBC, she created 5 fake social media accounts on Facebook, Twitter, and TikTok to really figure out how advertising and these platforms focus on specific kinds of people.
That is so smart.
It's interesting, but also there's
Elon
some
gotta shut her down.
arguments
I
that
thought
can
I
be
knew
had
this
here.
before.
So she says we're
But I
doing
didn't.
it with very good intentions because it's important to understand what's going on. But there's plenty of other people that say they cry foul. But anyways, so her goal was she created 5 different archetypes of people. So you have, like she said, this guy named Larry who's very liberal, conservative Larry, and you have very liberal Emma, Brittany who's a populist conservative. So you kind of have all different areas on the spectrum of politics. And then you have Gabriella, largely apolitical independent, and then Michael, a black teacher from Milwaukee, who's moderate Democrat. So you have kind of just every parts of the spectrum on political opinion. And so what she didn't post, but the fact was she was trying to be very like, she only followed accounts at that point. And so based on what archetype this person was, she started receiving different advertisements and different things based on their beliefs and political beliefs. So you have like your wildly conservative,
You get all political stuff.
conspiracy
that are-
theories, and then you have your wildly liberal conspiracy theories based
Birds
on
aren't real.
yeah, like that. And so it's very interesting to see, like, since especially this year and after the election in 2020, you had all these social media platforms saying that they were cracking down on misinformation and hate speech and all this other stuff. But clearly they're not doing it well enough. So interesting enough, the most major social media companies have policies written that you cannot have impersonating accounts. So, which begs the question is this really good reporting? Yeah, there's some interesting arguments to be made for is this like legit?
Are they saying that because she didn't post on the accounts and so therefore there was no like history for the algorithm?
Yeah, there were some arguments there, like that she's reporting these facts or these findings without taking full advantage of how the algorithm works. And so you can't really make these definitions of what she's finding without using the actual algorithm the right way. Because like they take into effect like what you post, how you comment on other people's things,
what you like,
and what you like, and things like that. So
because the algorithms are real. Like I know for me,
we know
I get sucked
we're
into
fighting
the
the
never-ending
algorithm as
I get sucked into the never-ending reels, right? And so whenever
Speaking of, you need to like, share, and subscribe. To help
too soon, man.
fight that
No,
out.
we need to do this more during the show.
Yeah, comment. Then talk about how mean
now.
Allie is to us. No, like my friend Cliff one time was talking about how he loves to show us things on YouTube, and so we'll be at his house and he'll pull up things that he's seen, like advertisements or whatever. And all of a sudden, there's all this like really weird stuff showing up in his YouTube feed. And he said, "Yeah, my sister was logged into my YouTube account, was doing some searching, so now I've got all her junk in there." And so I'm like, the algorithms are real.
Oh yeah.
I don't think it's that odd. I mean, I guess taking it to social media is a little different, but marketing companies have done this forever.
Yeah.
You always make a persona or your archetype, and then you market your product towards that person. So I don't understand what's so wrong about taking it to social media. People are on social media catfishing every day. So
I think it's more or less you're a trusted, quote unquote, trusted news agency exploiting a social media platform against their rules.
Yeah.
Well, they exploit us against our
and I
rules.
get that.
Absolutely.
I like what she did, but I get the fact that a reporter who, quote, has standards. That I I'm not a reporter, but I would guess that many of them don't follow their own.
And I think the argument too
ethics
is
there.
that the ethics is there, but also they're not using the full.
She wasn't getting
algorithm.
a real.
She's not getting real
basis.
data.
But she probably got some pretty good results anyways.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
I'm sure she got some really interesting results.
Yeah, the teacher, probably got things that were gonna probably reinforce what he already believed. Same with the conservative person. That happens. I look at my feed and it's got stuff that probably I would be interested, in looking at. Yeah, I think it's impossible for any reporter not to be influenced by their own biases.
Walter Cronkite.
All of them did. And all of them do, and we do too, as well. But yeah, I found it interesting. I thought what she did was awesome. Kudos to her. Maybe if she were to go back and do it again, maybe post a few things and try to reinforce it. People would have criticized that too, like, a conservative would never have said this, or a liberal never would have said this. But
yeah, I just find it interesting that she's like already. She should have waited a little bit longer before posting sharing all these results, because like now people know that these people are a fake.
yeah,
So it's like now the experiment is over. Like
Right.
you can't go
I
back.
kind of assumed it was already over. That's why she wrote the article.
That's what I'm saying. She didn't go to the full extent of using the algorithm the way that it says it's supposed to be used and stuff like that to get real results.
yeah.
Gotcha.
The crazy thing that's
But
happening.
then she's breaking the terms of policy, so it's kind of like,
What we see on social media where you unfollow someone that you don't like. Maybe it was a friend from high school, but they went crazy one direction or the other, and you unfollow them, blah, blah, blah. And you begin just circling yourself with people that think like you. We're doing that in America. I mean, people are like leaving California in droves because it's kind of a crazy state, and they're going to red states. And you have people probably in red states that are going to liberal states. And so we're really siloing ourselves in a lot of ways, which does lead us to our deep dish. That was a good article. Was there anything else you wanted to say on that, David?
no, we can transition.
Okay. No, I thought that was good. Good job, Miss Spring.